Trump's frustration with Ron DeSantis results at the GOP in 2024. Welcome to Eagle News Channel. According to one donor to the Republican Party, we are on the verge of nothing less than a civil war in the Republican Party. Thursday was the day when former President Donald Trump unleashed his fury on polling data that showed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis would defeat him in a head-to-head fight for the Republican nomination for president in 2024. Trump stated on his Truth Social platform, "Great polling has just come out on me versus various others, including President Joe Biden, but I still have to put up with the same old stuff from the Wall Street Journal, which has lost an incalculable amount of influence over the years, and Fox News, whose polls on me have been seriously wrong from the day I came down the escalator in Trump Tower to announce his first run for the presidency." Biden was. In the study conducted by the Wall Street Journal and published on Wednesday, DeSantis had a lead over Trump of 52% to 38%. It was claimed by Fox News that a poll conducted by the Wall Street Journal and another poll conducted by USA Today and Suffolk University showed that Ron DeSantis leads Donald Trump in a head-to-head matchup 56% to 33%. DeSantis has quickly emerged as the top alternative to Trump among supporters in the Republican primary election. However, it is not believed that he would announce whether he will run for president until after the spring or summer session of the Florida legislature. He defeated the Democratic candidate for governor, former Florida Governor Charlie Crist, by a margin of about 20% last month, and it is evident that he is the competitor about whom Trump is most concerned. A donor to the Republican Party who is supporting DeSantis' campaign stated that Trump is increasingly frightened of being left for dead by the Republican Party as a result of DeSantis' ascent in the polls. "Trump is not going to allow DeSantis take his throne without putting up a battle," said DeSantis. The Republican Party is on the verge of a full-scale civil war at this very moment. All of the polls are just snapshots in time, and some polls show that Trump is in a much stronger position than other candidates, but Trump's supporters remind us that the primaries are still over a year away. An individual who is close to Donald Trump, who is the only candidate in the race for the time being, was quoted as saying, "For every bad poll, there's a positive poll." A consultant for the DeSantis campaign declined to comment for this article. The hypothetical matchups assume that Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis are the only candidates who receive support from voters in the Republican primary. However, there is a long list of prominent Republicans who are considering a run for president in the future. Some of these individuals include former Vice President Mike Pence, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and Nikki Haley, who served as the former United States Ambassador to the United Nations. Trump is absolutely correct in asserting that some polls put him in a favorable position, particularly if the race is tight. In a poll conducted by Politico and Morning Consult and published on Wednesday, he received 45% of the vote, while DeSantis received 30%, Pence received 7%, and the remaining votes were split among a dozen other contenders. A Republican strategist who worked on Trump's 2020 campaign compared DeSantis' early lead to the advantage that former Texas Governor Rick Perry held over the rest of the GOP field early on in the 2012 primary contest, but which quickly evaporated as the race progressed. According to the strategist, DeSantis is in a really good place at the moment. Nevertheless, it's possible that he won't have the luxury of waiting to harness that energy. The strategist continued by saying that it remains to be seen whether or not DeSantis is able to resist an assault from the former president, citing Trump's appetite for vicious political battle. The political consultant remarked that the problem about DeSantis is that he hasn't been punched. Thank you for watching.